I use voice typing to write at the same time when I speak. Mother tongue and AI in language exchange. When we do online language exchange with the language partners, and then it's important to focus on speaking and listening. And one more thing, we need a guideline to do online language exchange. Without guideline, and then we are almost at lost. So, and then we need to get a guideline to follow up and then do that. There's something new I want to talk about it and about the mother tongue means native language and that when we do online language exchanges, mostly one person learn the language that the language partners use in whole life. Means the language is mother tongue of language partners. So when same as when I teach when I learned Vietnamese and then I met Vietnamese people who learn Korean, it means I can teach Korean as a mother tongue. And then also my Vietnamese language partner can teach me uh, Vietnamese. These are the basic rules. So using uh, two languages at the same time and interface, it will be good. But one more thing, we should focus on speaking and listening to improve the pronunciation and communications. And then communication is consists of speaking and listening, almost 90%. But if we are not focused in, we if we don't focus in speaking and listening, and we depend on text by reading, mm, and then we cannot improve the communication skills. Most people, and then it's hard to listen and then speak with good pronunciations because we are depend on text reading. When we study reading, when we study language, and then we try to read it. We try to sentence. We try to learn grammar. We try to learn conversation in text. We try to learn stories in text. It's a good way, but it's not good for communication. It's good for knowledge. The purpose that we learn foreign language is not to expand our knowledge because our knowledge is already enough. And then just we want to communication. It's a good way to expand the knowledge about the country, the language, culture, history. Essentially, when we learn foreign language, we don't only learn foreign language, we also learn the culture, people, geography, history, and environment, some things about the people. But the point is that amount of knowledge is it doesn't help communication. Only help communication is ability to listen, ability to speak, properly pronunciation. Then we can communicate. We can ask something, we can explain something. Yeah. So and then that is the point. Then about mother tongue, native speaking, and then when we focus on speaking and listening to improve the pronunciation, then we should know one thing. We should know one thing that after 10 minutes on Zoom, and then we talk about speaking without text, and then we can use these voice typing at the same time, and then each person who speak the language as a mother tongue, each person who speak the target language as a mother tongue native speaker, then um, they can using the voice typing at the same time in the space of dual monitor at the same environment like me, then they can get the content and then they can copy the content, what we talking during the session in conversation the speaking and listening session, and then adding with the help of AI, and then we can get a good content. Then get good content, and we can review that. After then, second session to other language. The other language, we can do the same things. 10 minutes talking about, 10 minutes review, 10 minutes talking about the other language, and 10-minute review. Then in 40 minutes on Zoom is perfect to do online language exchange freely for free. Then the session is very important. And as a beginner, the native speaker can write down with the voice, and then we can review. Then if we can go the intermediate level, and then we can go intermediate level, and then we can try to help each other. And more than 50% correct in the writing with voice, then we can try to make content each other, helping together. Then when we are intermediate level, we don't have to depend on speaking and listening to improve pronunciation because already we reach the communication level. Then we can focus on expanded knowledge. We can talk about new topics. For example, we can talk about new topics. For example, history. We can talk about new topics. For example, history, culture, people, geography, and all the things about that. Naturally, we can speak like we say, the pre-talking is possible about a topic. And I talk about today mother tongue and AI in language exchange. It's very important to get feedback from AI with the content that we made at the same time by writing with the voice. It's amazing, amazing tool with AI. Then I copy what I taught, the contents, almost 3 pages today, and then I can get about mother tongue and AI in language exchange. And then with the help of AI, I can say,
Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your mind. I'm
in English, make content of mother tongue and AI in language exchange to improve feedback from AI with after proofreading with. I add my contents, what I talk, then I can get some content, new contents to summary about what I talked. It's amazing tool to get this information It makes my mind clearer. It makes my idea in detail. Then I can be an expert in language exchange with a good program. And so today I needed to make guideline about my language program with my language partners. Okay, let's see. Here is clean and clear version of your content in English structure for use as an educational or explanatory piece. I've titled it and broken it into logical sections to help guide the reader or listener. Mother tongue and AI in online language exchange, a new framework for real communication. Why we need a guideline. When people do online language exchange, many feel lost without a clear guideline. It's hard to make real progress. We often chat randomly or fall back on reading and texting. But if our goal is to communicate and better, and then we need a system that focuses on the core of communication, speaking and listening. Second, two, and then understanding the role of the mother tongue. In language exchange, you often learn from someone whose mother tongue, native language, is the language you are studying. For example, I learned Vietnamese from native Vietnamese speakers, and I have them learn Korean, which is my native language. Um, This mutual exchange of native language knowledge create a balanced environment for learning. We use two languages at the same time and help each other grow by focusing on real conversation. And why speaking and listening come first? Communication is 90% speaking and listening, not reading, but many learners spend too much on text when they begin reading grammar book, memorize text conversation, studying stories in written form. This views knowledge but not communication skills. To truly communicate, you must speak naturally, listen actively, pronounce clearly. A real communication means being able to ask questions, explain idea, and respond in real time, not just read and write. Four, how to use AI and mother tongue in exchange. Here's a powerful strategy. Talk for 10 minutes, voice only, no text, just speaking and listening. Each person uses their mother tongue to help the other. This is a focused, immersive session. Use voice typing to capture conversation. Open voice to text tool. Google Doc voice typing during your Zoom session. You will have a transcript of your spoken exchange. Leave it together. After 10 minutes of speaking, spending 10 minutes reviewing what was said, correct pronunciation, grammar, or sentence structure with the help of AI and your language partner. Switch languages. Now repeat the same pattern in the other language. 10 minutes speaking, 10-minute review. In just 40 minutes, you have a full, balanced, and highly productive session. Benefit at different levels. Beginners can use voice typing to see how their words are being interpreted, helping them adjust pronunciation and word choice. Intermediate learners can review together and start helping and correct each other's writing and speaking using AI tools. Advanced learners can create content stories, cultural discussion, or topic-based conversation. Example, geography, history, philosophy. At this level, you are not just learning, you are communicating and creating. And the power of AI feedback. Um, when you capture your voice into text during the session, you can use AI to proofread the transcript. Ask AI to explain mistakes or improve the expression. Save the transcript to track your progress. Turn conversation into learning content. This process makes learning fast, personal, and deep. Conclusion, speak, listen, write. And the key to language fluency is not just knowledge, it's communication. And communication starts with using your mother tongue to help others, focusing on speaking and listening, getting feedback through AI to native speakers, creating meaningful content from your conversation. This is how we grow and together. Okay, today I talk about mother tongue and AI in language exchange.